Welcome on back to some more not, oh my gosh, I told you I was gonna screw that up a few times, at least a few times. Anyway, we are currently on the Tundra exploration quest, so that we can unlock more of the main story cutscenes. So that's what we're going to be doing this episode, is doing the exploration. I will take my time with this, probably just make it the entire episode. Unless it happens to be that we roll a shorter area.
This is the Tundra region of Naverius. It's covered in ice and snow that frequently blocks passage through the landscape. It's also home to hostile sylvants who dwell in the valley and use the snow as cover to ambush unsuspecting victims. Readings also indicate abnormal climatic conditions and the presence of creatures corrupted by the fall spawn. Stay alert.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot. I leveled up enough and I got enough stats into my character that I can use the red gunblade now. So, look forward to me shredding things again for a little while. Just a little while though, probably not too long. As usual with these exploration places, we'll try to first run through, we'll focus on full clearing it, just to get all of the potential enemy showings. Reskinned enemies isn't too bad, at least, considering they're enemies that can still pose a threat. It's not like the Naverius or whatever. Well, oh, those are Marmots? Huh. Interesting, considering they do, like, or have, like, no health. Literally just mammoths, Marmoth. Literally. Legitimately, just that. Anything else? Yep. Start using our stamina for the day. Oop, almost pressed the wrong button. Nice. Out of the way. Enemies keep getting in my way. Alright, that's that. Let's keep the combo going here. Let's use it on the gathering. Get a ton of experience from this, and then move on. I like the idea of fevers, but they don't always really promote too much here towards this type of thing, if that makes any sense. Because it doesn't keep a combo going, which I think the combo applies a major piece of your end experience game. Anyway. Heck yeah, more Naverius rock. Love that stuff. Awesome. Yeah, and then a fever. Alright. And more fishing over here. This is an exploration, so I'm expecting them to suddenly throw enemies at me again at any time whenever the cooldown runs out. Heck yeah, some more bonitos. Tundra bonitos. But yeah, occasionally this will happen in show where we're just relaxing and doing some fishing, doing some gathering. This will likely only ever happen on screen for the first few, just to show what the drops are. Although I know I won't get all of them. At least you'll get a general idea for if you're missing any drops as to what kind of keywords you might be looking out for. Nice, some bonitos again, which are the more rare fish. More bonitos. Awesome. And a second fever got started. Huge. Oh, and I'm out of stamina. Oof. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to let that run out and just get the scraps from it. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Alrighty, moving on. Seems like the gathering corner has been exhausted for the most part, so let's carry on before it gets too empty feeling. That is my only complaint about the game, is that if you're wandering through the same area a few times, then it can feel like you're just running through the same area a few times. Which means that enemies aren't always present. And it can get a bit odd, in a way. Old, weird, a few things. But that's generally speaking what this type of arcade style tends to work towards is, hey, you went down this path, it wasn't the path towards the end of the level, so now you have to backtrack. And that's the only, and I do like that they tried to spice it up a little bit by having a respawn timer for enemies, even on the regular missions. I know sometimes that isn't always the case, so it does end up being an empty area, but other times they will have just even small packs of monsters that will spawn, and it keeps it a little bit more interesting, like you have something to do other than just run through. But yeah, it's a nice little touch to be able to just run through, and if you want to fight the monsters, you can. If you don't, then you don't have to.
Emergency.
Oh,
Ears open.
mining. Oh.
Emergency. Code. Collect.
There we go, that's one. How many? Just two? Okay. Where's the second? Oh, across here. Okay. Pop. Doing this is always nice as well because of the extra experience. I only needed to do 2, so I just have to wait for it to run out now in order to get my experience from it. That's not bad. I mean, yeah, it's kind of general. Fangropper still goes down really quick. Marmoth. I'm presuming it's Marmoth and not Marmoth. So far I haven't had to rely on summoning allies to get extra DPS damage, but I mean I am playing a damage class with damage weapons and so on, so I imagine I might end up having to hire allies who are closer to like the hunter for stealing away attention. And I am also very early into the game, considering level 200 is the maximum. Plenty of space for me to go alone. How do I get back across? Is there a way I'm supposed to be able to get back across? There we go. That's where it is. Oh wow, that must have been a crit. Wait, no, it wasn't a crit, because it wasn't yellow. Okay. Well, that was, well, it could have technically also been a crit, and not yellow, because yellow just indicates weak spot. That minor confusion aside, let's carry on. Nice. Nothing too difficult, but then again I am using a red gunblade, which is presumably a very difficult weapon to actually get all of the stuff for. Well, not very difficult, but relatively speaking, fairly nuisancing. Alright, client order has been completed. I forgot to actually pick up a few client orders, so I'm going to have to go through here again off screen, because there's a few hunt quests and things that I forgot to pick up that would have helped for this area. Yeah, as you can tell, very big area. Big area. So, gonna take a little while to work our way through here. Looks like this is just another collection corner. I could be wrong though. Why is this not activated? There are enemies around that are keeping it from being activated? Strange. A little bit. Yeah. How do I even get up there? I swear I don't have double jump, so this feels like I should have double jump already somehow. But I do not. I don't. because that's like my level 40 or something skill. I also feel like enemies were supposed to spawn there and they just didn't. They just chose not to. They were like, nah, we're on our break. We're not spawning. Yeah, just a chill episode of Tundra Exploration. Tundra Expedition. And then, yeah. Oh. My gosh. I feel not very smart. Because I feel like maybe that was a thing in the other side and I just didn't notice it. Okay, well, that's fun. That's fun knowledge to live with. Four hits to take that guy out if I don't use my slash. Huh. Well, that just goes to show you how strong the skills are compared to the normal attacks. Trying to sneak attack me, how dare you? How dare they? 89 experience isn't bad. I mean, I am definitely over leveled for this.
Picking up multiple readings.
Anything else? Walking around. Snow monsters. I'll have to read that thing again. Found on the Tundra, their speed and icy breath attack make them very tricky to take down. Okay, so they can freeze me and they're fast. Great. Exactly what you want in an icy enemy. In an ice zone's enemy. Ow.
Incoming alert.
Oh. Good luck. Goodbye. That was one.
Emergency. Code. Attack.
Just absolutely shred. That's honestly pretty funny with how much damage I did there.
Completed.
I legitimately just walked up and just knocked them down several times before they could even do anything. Whoa. Sliding out of nowhere. Bro. They're not cannonballs, and I don't exactly see the ramps where they should be able to shoot themselves with. Shoot them or launch themselves, rather. Launch. YouTube, I mean launch. You know what I mean. But yeah, anyway. Let's see here. Just continuing with the exploration. This is only area 2, but usually these only have 3 areas, so I'm not too worried about it. Shouldn't go too long. Might get in a cutscene at the end, or something. Multiple ways to get across this gap, because you can use the jump pad or, right? Or you can climb across. It's a nice little touch because you won't be able to just cram everyone onto the jump pad all the time. Assuming that there is character collision. I've played a few times with other people for the special events, random public events, but never actually had to be in a smaller space with them, so I don't know if there is player collision. Player to player collision. Alrighty. Where is this last one? There you go. There we go. Alright, and now we can move on. Onward and outward. To unexplored lands we go. Oh, there's a second player. Okay. I don't know who and where. Decided there's another person playing the expedition. It's not bad. King Yeti. Fell pretty quick. Trying to see if I can spot their icon. Or see them. Because it does say there's a second player around. So I'm curious where they are. I love that the King Yeti isn't even considered a mini-boss enemy, because they go down so quick. Well, considering this is the exit, may as well move on. Well, that was actually surprising. Didn't expect that. Hey, rare drop, nice. All of the meat. Extra drop off the Rapi. Or whatever it's called. Are they back there? I can't tell. I don't know where they are. That's the thing. I don't want to move on if they haven't already tried to move on. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where they are, right? Where they are. I haven't seen them. Like, I legitimately have no idea where they are. Oh well. Are they over there where the blinking enemies are? It might be. Who knows? Regardless, let's carry on then. It might already be in the boss fight, who knows? Oh, and there's two of these things? Presumably a male and a female, if I had to guess.
We are currently preparing a large-scale operation for all Arxos to fight enemies in their local regions.
Emergency code due.
Reminds me of lions. Instead of tigers now. Can I not focus their head? There we go. I feel like I should have been able to focus their head sooner, but oh well. Ow, holy moly. Extreme aggression here. Wow, okay. There we go. And done, just like that.
Success confirmed.
Completed.
Oh boy, I'm actually out of room. That's not great. What is Gungnir supposed to be? Oh, partisan. She won 2 Gungnirs, I guess. To get the mag's energy back up. I'll grab these. And we'll see about this. Yeah. Oh. Didn't mean to feed that. I was looking at using it. There we go. Alright. Well, wherever the other person is. Can I check nearby characters? No. Okay. Weird. Alright. Back to the gateway ship, I guess. And that was the expedition. Where's our time at? Because I might throw a few... Probably throw the Mantle of Suffering side quests. Or... side at us. Side mission. Yeah, we could watch that. Sure.
Hello? Yes, hello! Are you a hunter? A ranger? A force? Well, whatever. I'm not picky. Anyway, I asked around with the hunters and forces, and they said rangers just don't have enough firepower going for them. And they're absolutely right! The foes we're fighting aren't exactly the one-shot, one-kill type. But I prefer it that way. That's the way it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're enemies, right? I gotta make sure they suffer, and suffer, and suffer, and suffer! That's why
Really?
I'm such a gun nut. Big guns, small guns, any and all guns. I don't play favorites, so long as they make things suffer.
Okay. Yeah, she says so.
I notice you're recoiling. Was it something I said?
Yeah. Kinda. Also, my character is way too tall. I know I said that several other times, but my character is way too tall. And with that, it being the ending comment, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Both are just below the video, I believe, on all platforms. I could be wrong. And yeah, leave a comment if you have something to say about the series so far. I'm enjoying running through it, through the story. It's a nice story. Kind of tells you about the characters a lot, which allows you to actually get somewhat bonded to them. But with that being said, once again, thanks for watching. If I said it already, once again, yeah. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.